Good evening and welcome to Jacksonville, Florida and King's Lair side of this Week 12 matchup between the Arizona Scorpions and the Jacksonville Kings. I'm Nate Hall, and alongside me for this one is Rochelle Colston. Rochelle, this game features two teams trending in two very different directions this season. Arizona is looking to keep their slim one-game lead out in the West over Las Vegas. However, this Jacksonville team, despite their one win they have all season through the first 11 weeks of the season, should not be underestimated. Coming off a very close overtime loss last week to Lone Star, and losing a couple of others in the close games as well throughout the season, my question to you is, what does Jacksonville need to do to come out with the upset?
Well, last week, it looks like both quarterbacks were hit with the interception bug. Jackson threw 3 interceptions, and Sipes had 4. We definitely don't want to see Ashley Jackson do another set of push-ups live again.
No, we don't want to see that again. But like you said, both quarterbacks had the interception bug, but both running backs stepped up in big ways for their squads. Despite their respective losses, do you think they're going to step up again here this evening?
Both running backs are widely used by both teams. They're both a threat, in the passing game and the rushing game. So I expect to see both of them out on the field tonight.
Jared Willis, the running back for Jacksonville, does lead the Jacksonville team in receptions overall, with over 70 of them in the season. They like to use them out there in the screen pass, so we'll see if they utilize them a lot here in this game this evening. Ball is on the tee. Kicker Jordan Bradshaw has it there for the Jacksonville Kings. Arizona starting off his first, and we're underway here in King's Lair. The return is brought up from about the goal line and brought up to the right side by Ryan Owens to about the 24-yard line, and that's where Ashley Jackson will start the offense for the Scorpions. And Rochelle, AJ is first overall in the SFL in completion percentage and third in fewest interceptions thrown.
He's also second with a QBR rating of 100.4%. Now, on the Jackson defense, I'm interested to see what Taquan Hale and Joey Schwint do, since they each have 13 tackles for losses on the season.
The swing pass goes to DJ Moses on the first play of the game from AJ and goes for 10 yards on the first down. And that completion will give AJ the yards that she needs to move to 10th overall in the all-time passing list. So congrats to Ashley Jackson for moving up the list on the first play of the game for Ashley. First and 10 from the 35-yard line. Hands ball off this time to DJ Moses. Big hole on the left-hand side. Ball past midfield down to the 42-yard line. DJ Moses rips through that Jacksonville defense for a big gain to the plus side of the field.
Yep, and I have a feeling if they can't find an answer for him, he's going to be doing this all night long. There was nobody even near him.
He followed his blockers, including fullback Torneo Rivera and a couple of those offensive linemen, and monstered his way to the 42-yard line for a huge gain as they have a first and 10 from the 42. 3 wide this time for AJ. Hands the ball off again to DJ, but DJ only gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Bring up a second and 10. Let's introduce you quickly to the Arizona offense. Ashley Jackson is the quarterback. DJ Moses second is the halfback. Torneo Rivera the fullback. Wide receivers are Ryan Owens, Jay Hayden, Connor Weston, and TJ Punk. The tight end is Will Todd, and the offensive line are Sean Crooked at left tackle, Patrick Kelly at left guard, and EJ DeQ at right tackle. They'll have a free play here on second down. Throwing over the middle is AJ, looking for the receiver over the middle. Looks like that was intended for looked like it was 85, but it was incomplete. Maybe the backup tight end, Luke Longley, and it was incomplete, but they'll get the free play.
Yeah. I mean, they're just lucky that there was a penalty there, because that pass should have been caught over the middle. With a well-thrown ball.
It was a well-thrown ball, but it was dropped by the receiver, but it will bring up a second and 5 with the penalty yards tacked on down to the 37-yard line. 2nd and 5 with a heavy I formation for AJ Anderson. Hands the ball off to DJ Moses, trying to find room, but not going to find much. Only a gain of a yard on the play, bringing up a 3rd and 4 situation.
And I think the Jacksonville defense was just ready for that. They're looking for Moses up the middle, and they found him.
Early 3rd down test for Arizona here on this first drive of the ball game. Arizona very well on 3rd down conversions all season, and that's going to be no different as they hand the ball off to DJ Moses right up the middle for a gain of 5 and the 1st down. And as I stated there, Rochelle, Arizona on the season, 1st in the league on 3rd down conversions all season at 69%.
And Jacksonville's not far behind them with 60% 3rd down conversion, so this should be a pretty good matchup here.
1st down for the Scorpions. Swing pass out to DJ Moses down to the 27-yard line. Well in field goal range already on this first drive of the ball game. Moses gets about 5, setting up a 2nd and medium.
Yep, and they've used Moses almost on every drive of this play except for that, that drop pass where there's a penalty. So been very Moses heavy here.
Moses already with 29 yards on the ground and 15 through the air. As they hand the ball again to Moses and gets down, they'll call it 3rd and inches, just shy of the 1st down marker down the 22-yard line.
And it's DJ Moses again. What can you say? When you get 4 or 5 yards at a time, I would just keep feeding the ball until they find an answer for him.
Right, and Jacksonville doesn't have an answer yet, and they come out in a 4-3 this time, does Jacksonville on defense, but the heavy eye for Arizona so far has been proven to be too tough, and not that time for Jacksonville, as they hit DJ Moses way behind the line, bring up a 4th and 3, as that was number 94 Force Dalton coming in with a tackle for loss, bringing up 4th down.
I was saying before, this Jacksonville defense, they're 3rd in the league. They have a total of 72 TFLs as a team, so I'm not surprised that they're getting beyond the line of scrimmage pretty quickly.
So that'll bring up a field goal attempt by Cliff Allen for their first drive of the game, as that first drive for Arizona stalls out around the 24-yard line. This will be a 41-yard attempt for Cliff Allen from the left hash.
And on this drive, we've seen DJ Moses 8 times and no one else.
Cliff Allen has his kick up, and it is good officially from 40 yards out. So Arizona gets the first points of the ball game and a quick 3-0 lead early in this one. No problem there getting that right down the middle. Both kickers in this game are kicking 100% accuracy this season, so we'll see if that continues throughout this ball game.
And that was a big time-consuming drive by Arizona.
Yeah, over 5 minutes off the clock, 5:16 to be exact, on their first drive of the ball game. We'll see how Jacksonville can answer on their first drive as well, as this return is brought up to about the 21-yard line, and we'll see the rookie Jordan Sipe, who struggled last week, as we stated, with the interception bug, throwing 4 picks last week, coming out with the offense to try to have a go at it here with his Kings offense for the first time. First and 10 from the 21-yard line for Sipe and company. Hands the ball off to Jared Willis, the workhorse for this offense. Gets about 2 yards on the play, setting up a 2nd and 8. To introduce you quickly to the Jacksonville offense, Jordan Sipe, as I stated, is the quarterback. Jared Willis, who had 3 touchdowns last week in that overtime loss to Lone Star, is the halfback. Grayson Willis, the leading receiver, is one of the wide receivers, along with Azariah Wake and Kingston Ellington. Joel Harleman and Caesar Ackerman are the tight ends. Olivia Bleeker, Owen Bleeker, and Brian French are along that line as they get the ball to Jared Willis, and only another couple of yards on the play, setting up an early 3rd and 6 from the 25-yard line.
It's like Arizona, they're testing the ground. They're testing with their halfback right away. Let's see if they go to Willis here again.
We'll see if they do or not. It's a 3rd and 5, maybe another swing pass, but they do have 3 wide on the field. Back to throw is Sipe over the middle, and they will not get the first down. They got maybe 4.5 out of the 5 or 6 yards that they need. They got the completion out to Kingston Ellington, but it will be a 4th down.
And the wide receiver needs to know where he is on the field, know that he's short of that first down. But he was hit right away. So great stop by the Arizona defense here.
So punter Howard McCoy will come on to punt this ball away. Back to Arizona. Great first drive by Arizona's defense. No pressure on the punt. Return from the 36-yard line or so, and return from about the 39-yard line. And that's where Arizona will start their second possession. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. If they hand the ball off on the first play this time to DJ Moses, we saw a lot of him on the first drive, and we'll see him on the first play of this drive as he picks up 2 yards off that right-hand side, set up a 2nd and 8.
Looks like, he's not getting the big chunks of yards he was getting before, so it was good to keep him at 2 yards on the first down.
They go empty backfield this time, does AJ, for the first time in this ball game. So we're going to see a pass for sure this time, looking for one of our wide receivers. Back to throw is AJ over the middle, and what a hit by that defense, looking for Will Todd over the middle, and just absolutely gets annihilated by Chuck Diesel right there and knocks the ball loose, incomplete. Actually, that wasn't Chuck Diesel, that was number 20 on that hit. Young Vaught, the free safety, with that nasty hit to jar the ball loose.
What great coverage on the defense there. I mean, that receiver was surrounded by defenders. Then the big hit at the end.
3rd and 8 from the 41-yard line. Another gun formation, this time DJ Moses beside her this time. Play action pass, throwing over the middle, wide open, and gets all the way down to the 22-yard line, finding her target TJ Punk over the middle for a nice completion inside the 25, first down.
Not only did she find someone, she found her favorite receiver in TJ Punk, who averages 11.9 yards per reception and also has 8 touchdowns on the season.
And looking for him already in this one, and I'm sure we'll see him a lot more as this game progresses, and he'll be happy to have that one to set this team up on this drive in great scoring position as they hand the ball off to DJ Moses. Big hole on that right hand side, spin move, still running inside the 10 all the way down to the 8-yard line, 1st and goal.
You're getting great blocking for him. He's creating his own space by his spin moves. I mean, he's almost unstoppable here.
Getting stronger as this drive progresses through this first quarter. Spin move, still on his feet, breaking tackles, and just this defense has really got to strengthen up if they want to try to stop this running back.
I mean, he just flat out ran over Stuart Zamelia.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to gate it to DJ again, but this time a 2-yard loss brings the ball back to the 10-yard line, as this time it is number 55 on the tackle for loss, John Martin, on the play.
Yeah, great penetration there by the outside linebacker, John Martin, to tie up DJ Moses in the backfield.
Ashley Jackson back in the gun with 2 running backs, one on either side of her this time, on 2nd and goal from the 10. Back to throw, looking over the middle, batted away and incomplete. Looking for, looked like she was looking for TJ Punk over the middle again, but this time it was great coverage once again by Chuck Diesel over the middle, the linebacker.
That was a dangerous pass by Ashley. He only had one receiver, and all the defenders were in front of him. The little ball was just a little bit underthrown. Lucky that wasn't an interception there.
Yeah, that was very dangerous because I saw one receiver and I saw maybe 4 purple jerseys at least in that same vicinity. So definitely lucky that it fell to the turf that time. Ashley Jackson looking to throw, and that was going to be picked off. Looking again to that left-hand side for TJ Punk, but this time it was picked off this time by number 27, Bernard Gooden, and this time he hangs on to it to give the ball back to Jacksonville.
And great coverage. He just got in front and climbed the ladder to pick it off. Great job.
So Jacksonville will take over on offense from their own 9-yard line. Not ideal field position, but they'll be happy to get the ball back here for their second possession.
Yeah, Arizona's definitely winning the field position battle here so far.
Offset I formation on first down. Back to throw. Quick throw over to the right-hand side. Found that screen pattern out there to Jared Willis. Only a 1-yard gain on the play. And we talked about it earlier in this game on their first drive, but that is something that Jacksonville loves to do, is to get that swing pass out there to Jared Willis.
I think it was a very safe play, Nate. I mean, you're back up near your goal line. Willis has sure hands. Nothing dangerous, nothing, over dramatic. Just trying to move the ball up the field slowly.
2nd and 9 from the 10. Back to throw. Sight looking over the middle. Deep over the middle. Diving catch by Grayson Willis, his top receiver on the offense. And a first down all the way up to the 40-yard line. What a catch.
I think they just caught the Arizona defense sleeping. I think they were thinking another little swing pass out to Willis, and then they hit the other Willis in the middle of the field. He was wide open.
And if you noticed on that replay, if you noticed who Grayson Willis beat on that route, none other than the Hall of Famer himself, Eddie Gage, trailing that route to try to slow him down. But that diving play made over the middle to get that first down. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line is Sight, the rookie, trying to get a throw out there, gets a completion. Number 47 gets the catch to Caesar Ackerman for a gain of 6 yards.
Yep, and I think, Sipes likes Ackerman, and he also likes throwing the ball to Willis, so we'll probably see him a lot more involved in the offense tonight.
2nd and 4 for Jacksonville's offense. First time we've seen Jacksonville's offense moving the ball this time.
Great spin move.
Nice spin move. Two or three spin moves by Jared Willis as he finds Arizona's side of the field all the way down to the 38-yard line and another first down.
There were white shirts everywhere, and they just could not bring him down.
One, let's count them. One, and another broken tackle, and another spin move, and finally down at the 38. What a run. Setting up a first down at Arizona's 38-yard line after that run by Jared Willis. Offset I formation for Jacksonville. Hands off to Willis, trying to find room, but not going to find any this time. That's going to be number 95 on the tackle, Sean Moore, the inside linebacker, not letting Willis go anywhere. Let's introduce you quickly to the Arizona defense. C.D. Sachs, Alex Constantine, Hunter Norwood, and David Tilley along that front line of the defense. Sean Moore and J.R. Lawless, the linebackers. Iverson Gamble, Parker Thomas, and Everett Garrison, the corners. Reese Lloyd, the free safety, and Hall of Famer Eddie Gage is the strong safety. Looking for a receiver on that left-hand side is Sipe. Gets a completion down to the 29-yard line. 3rd and 1 upcoming after he gets that completion out to Azariah Way, the rookie out of San Jose.
And I mean, he caught that ball, but Everett Garrison made him pay for it. Big kill in that play. Stopped him short of the first down.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line. Split back to the backfield. Looking to throw, though, is Sipe. Getting a completion out there to the left-hand side. Good for a first down. And Sipe so far in this game, you see it on your screen, 6 for 6 and 52 yards as Joel Harleman comes away, the tight end, with another completion, the rookie out of Annapolis.
Yeah, Sipe just has to settle in and, blow out the rest of the season with all the interceptions. Just make smart throws here tonight.
Single back in the backfield, offset behind Sipe. Hands the ball off to Willis out that left-hand side, trying to find room, trying to break a couple of tackles, but gets about 5 yards before he is tackled. But still a good run over there on the left-hand side as we end the first quarter of play. Quick first quarter of play here in Jacksonville. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music live on YouTube. We'll take a quick break. Nate Hall back with you alongside Rochelle Colston in this one. 2nd and 5 upcoming for Jacksonville from the 21. Side to throw, swing pass out to Willis, another spin move, and gets another 4 yards, set up 3rd and 1 down to the 17, and inside the red zone for the first time today is Jacksonville.
Well, that time the spin move just didn't work. He had 3 defenders as soon as he caught the ball surrounding him, and they brought him down just short of the first down.
Another 3rd and 1 play. We saw 3rd and 1 a few plays ago, and they converted on a nice tight end completion. They handed this time off to Willis, and they get another 3 yards this time, but enough for the first down, and they keep moving the ball down the field, down to the 14-yard line, and first down.
Yeah, impressive drive by Jacksonville so far. I mean, they're moving the ball really well, and they're having a long drive.
Milking the clock, and more importantly, keeping Arizona's offense, who is high-powered and high efficiency, off the field. Empty backfield for Sipe and company on 1st and 10 from the 14. Back to throw, looking over the middle, but that's going to find no one. It's going to find the dirt and incomplete for Jacksonville.
I'm not even sure who the target receiver was. There was 3 receivers just bunched up in the middle of the field, and none of them caught the ball.
Looks like he might have been targeting Azariah way over the middle, but yeah, there was a lot of white shirts in the area as well. Luckily, it just hit the turf and incomplete. 2nd and 10 upcoming for Jacksonville from the 14-yard line of Arizona. 2 wide out to the top of the screen as they hand the ball off this time to Willis, and that's going to be a loss of a yard in the backfield, as looks like that was a tackle made by Parker Thomas on the play, setting up a 3rd and long.
And that time, Willis had no blocking, and he just got hit with the defenders right away. There's like 3 or 4 that just converged on him as soon as the ball was, handed off to him.
Well, Jacksonville had 2 3 and 1s, 3rd and 1s, in a row that they converted. This time it's a 3rd and 11 from the 15. They got to get to the 4th for a first down and keep this drive going. Back to throw. Sipe looking over the middle, but that's going to get broken up and incomplete. They were looking on the play to number 18, the backup wide receiver, Bobby Swain, and that's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up a field goal attempt opportunity for Jordan Bradshaw, the 2nd-year kicker, to come on for a field goal attempt.
That was all timing by the defensive back there. I mean, he was hit as soon as the ball was reaching his hands. It was just hit to the ground there. No chance of catching that ball.
So this will be about a 32-yard field goal attempt from the right hash for Jordan Bradshaw to try to tie this game up. This low snap, but it's going to be up and good. The holder did a good job of corralling that snap in and placing it to where Bradshaw could get that kick away. And it's up and good to tie this ball game up at 3 apiece.
And that was a 14-play drive for 76 yards, but resulted in a field goal, but it's still points on the board.
So tied up at 3 apiece and about to get this ball kicked away. The SFL network is coming to the ESTV Plus app. 24/7 SFL programming will include content created by the community. The SFL's greatest games from the archives, exclusive network content, and live SFL regular season games. Download the ESTV Plus app on your Android or iPhone, or on your TV through Roku, Amazon Fire, Vizio, and more. The SFL network, where SFL creators come together, as this return is made by Ryan Owens up to the Arizona 23-yard line. And this offense, who so far has been not on the field very much due to Jacksonville's last long drive that resulted in 3 points. They're going to try to put more points on the board and try to separate themselves from Jacksonville here.
Because Arizona normally averages about 31.5 points a game, so they're way below their average right now.
Nice spin move made by DJ Moses on first down to get about 9 yards on that play to set up a 2nd and short.
And once DJ Moses gets running forward, he's a very tough guy to bring down an open field.
So far in the game, DJ Moses has 54 yards on 10 carries, so averaging over 5 yards a carry so far. Again, thank you to Stephen Hacker and Gene Benazzi in the stats truck for this one for all their stats work. Is another couple of spin moves is made by DJ Moses right up the middle. Good for about 4 or 5 yards on that play, and another first down by Arizona.
When you have a running back who's averaging 5 yards a carry, Why not feed him? He can become your total offense until he gets tired.
Heavy formation this time, strong eye for Arizona. Maybe looking DJ Moses' way, but they're going to go out the flash to him this time, trying to get another spin move going, but can't get it going that time, because Jacksonville's defense was right there to stop him for only a 2-yard gain that time.
Maybe Jacksonville has found the answer for that little swing pass. Let's see as the game goes on.
2nd and 8 from their own 40-yard line. Hands the ball off this time to DJ Moses, and Jacksonville's defense was ready for that one. Tackle on the play made by Joey Schwent, the former Fort Worth Toro, came in to make the tackle and clean it up on that play, not allowing DJ to get past the line of scrimmage.
He's a big part of that Jacksonville defense with all the TFL, so he should be very active in this game tonight.
Empty backfield for Ashley Jackson on 3rd and 8. Looking over the middle, trying to find a receiver, gets one, and gets down to the 48-yard line, just enough for the first down to move the sticks, and a completion made by Jay Hayden to get that first down.
Great awareness by Jay Hayden, knowing where he was on the field, knowing he had to go forward at least another yard, muscles his way through for the first down.
Split backs in the backfield this time on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking, it gets DJ Moses out there in the flats, but that's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage, as it looked like Garrett Hudson along with Bernard Gooden combined to make the tackle, so DJ Moses couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's the second time on this drive that they knew that play was coming and they defended it well.
And outside of that interception thrown early in the game by AJ, she's been good on completion so far, 6 of 9 for 66% so far in this game, as they hand the ball off this time to DJ Moses, and a 4-yard gain on that left-hand side to set up a 3rd and 6.
And DJ Moses showing some power running there, muscling his way forward. No spin moves that time.
3rd and 6 from the 48-yard line. Trips the bottom of the screen this time for Arizona. Looking, and that was almost picked off. Number 23, Chet Maverick for Jacksonville undercut that route, undercut that throw by Ashley Jackson, and almost had 6 points going the other way. But luckily for Arizona, they just tipped that one and it falls to the dirt incomplete.
Ashley Jackson's like, ooh, that was close.
Absolutely. Is this? Oh, and a penalty. I'm not sure if I didn't see anybody jump off sides, but we'll see. Yep. Yeah, that's a neutral zone infraction. I believe it was a 3rd and 6, or 4th and 6, so it would be a 4th and 1. This might change the decision to go for it on 4th down instead of punting it away.
We're still in the first half of this game. Do you really take chances right now?
They are the visiting team. Let's see what Eddie Gage decides to do. It looked like they're going to keep the offense on the field. I
hope they do go for it. It'd be exciting.
Yeah, they do have offset eye here on 4th and 1 from the 43-yard line. 4-3 formation out of Jacksonville. Maybe trying to get Jacksonville to jump off sides again. Why not? I mean, Jacksonville did jump off sides on the punt the first time. Why not try to get it twice in a row to try to get the first down easy? But this time, Jacksonville stays disciplined, and they're just going to punt it away this time to Jacksonville.
I mean, it is the first half. I don't mind the timeout being lost here. At least it won't bite them at the end of the game. So it doesn't hurt to try.
Absolutely. As this punt will be punted away by Peter Parker, not the Spider-Man variety. As this punt is away and bounces at about the 5-yard line and down. They'll call it the 6-yard line. Great punt by Parker down at the 6, and Jacksonville is going to have a long field to go. But we remember, Remember, last time Jacksonville had the ball deep in their own side of the field, they started at the 9 last time and got 3 points out of it after a long time-consuming drive.
Yeah, I know. Al started with this big long pass to, Grayson Willis in the middle of the field. So let's see what they do here.
Back to throw his side. Oh,
Oh,
dangerous throw, but it is caught out there on the left-hand side by Joel Harleman. Good for 7 yards, but that defender that was undercutting that route almost had 6 points going the other way, but just too far out of that ball was too far out of their reach, and it finds the receiver instead.
and Maurice Lloyd just had to jump a little bit higher to catch that ball.
For 2nd and 3 from the 13-yard line. Sight to throw once again, looking over the middle, but that's going to be incomplete as Sipe was pressured on that play by Hunter Norwood, looking for another sack to add to his career stat sheet.
And that ball is just well overthrown. I mean, it wasn't even near the receiver or the defender, so smart play by the quarterback to at least get rid of the ball, not take the sack.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 3 from the 13-yard line. Back to throw his Sipe once again, looking over the middle, tipped away and incomplete. That was tipped away this time by Sean Moore once again, and that'll bring up 4th down on the quick 3 and out.
Well, Arizona's looking to have some pretty good field position here. Again, the story of the game so far.
Yeah, Arizona should have it on the other side of the field, so they shouldn't start off with too bad a field position for sure on this next drive. And shouldn't really have too bad a field position to try to retake the lead again once since they had the early lead in the first quarter, as that fair catch is made at Jacksonville's 46-yard line. The SFL Weekly Fantasy Contest is officially up and running. Think you can draft the best team every week while staying under the salary cap? Or maybe you just want to enhance your SFL experience? Free to play, no season-long commitment, and a new contest opens every week on Tuesday night. Join now and show off your fantasy skills to the rest of the league. Contact Jack Wall, Steven Hacker, or Hunter Norwood to join today. As Arizona comes out in a heavy I formation on 1st down, but Ashley Jackson's back to throw, and they find DJ Moses out in the flats, but Jacksonville has been there out in the flats all day long. Joey Schwinn out there to get the tackle for loss.
That's the 3rd time they run that play, and the 3rd time Jacksonville's come out and made a big stop.
So
They need to get away from that play.
Yeah, that'll bring up especially if it's going to bring up 2 or 3 yard losses every time. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 12 coming up here from the 49-yard line. Back to throw is Ashley Jackson looking over the middle, but that's going to be, I thought that was going to be picked, but they find instead Ryan Owens over the left-hand side for a 4-yard gain, bring up a 3rd and 8.
I'm not even sure how Ryan Owens even caught that ball.
There was 2 Jacksonville defenders in the area, but AJ threw it only where Ryan Owens could catch it, and a good 4-yard completion to bring up 3rd and 8. Empty backfield this time for AJ. Back to throw, looking over the middle. That's going to be tipped away and incomplete. 3 or 4 defenders once again there, and Garrett Hudson on the tip, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
He's very, very lucky right there.
Yeah, I believe that's at least the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen Ashley Jackson throw that ball to where there's 1 receiver and maybe 3 or 4 at least defenders in the area. So uncharacteristic to see her throwing to so many defenders in the area. As this punt is away by Arizona, returned from about the 10-yard line up to about the 15. And that is where Jacksonville will begin this next possession. The SFL Minor League is about to begin. Games kick off Friday, October 14th on SFL YouTube, and it's not too late to create your player and get him or her involved in the next rookie class. Season 20's rookie draft takes place December 17th and 18th, so don't miss your chance. The sooner you create your player, the better your player will be on draft day. For more information, visit Simulationfl.net. As this pass is completed out to the left-hand side by their tight end Joel Harleman again, and that'll be a first down up to the 27-yard line.
That was a great play on first down. I guess they were looking for Willis, and they got the tight end instead. But good news for Jacksonville is you start on your own 15 this time, not the 6 or the 9. So there's some,
Yeah.
silver lining there.
A lot of teams don't consider inside their own 20 good field position, but when you start inside your own 10 two different times, I think Jacksonville will take the 15-yard line this time around. As first and 10, this time from 27-yard line, hands the ball off to Jared Willis and gets a couple of yards on that play before being tackled by a monster of a man right there, big number 74, Hunter Norwood, all 6'2", 325 of them on that tackle.
Yeah, if I saw Hunter Norwood, I would just go the other direction.
Absolutely. You see that man coming towards you, you just run the other way. You don't want to have anything to do with him at all.
Nothing at all.
Back to throw is Sipe on second down, looking over the middle, and that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking for Grayson Willis, but Arizona's defense was there to knock that one away.
So let's see. It's 3rd and 8. Let's see if they can convert. If not, we've had a bunch of 3 and outs here, back to back, on both sides of the field.
Yeah, it seems like there's been at least 2 or 3 by both sides here in a row. Neither team can really move the ball effectively here in the second quarter. Empty backfield. Yeah. Sipe back in the gun by himself here on 3rd down, looking to plenty of time to throw. And finds a completion now on the right-hand side, and a first down up to the 42-yard line. Kingston Ellington with the reception and the first down.
He had so much time to throw that ball. He probably could have checked his receivers 2 or 3 times at that point and finally found something that was wide open.
And that is one thing that these two teams pride themselves on is not being sacked very often, right? Because they both have 3 offensive linemen contracted to their squads. AJ's only been sacked 12 times, which is good for 6. And Sipe's only been sacked 15 times, good for 10th in the league. So both these quarterbacks are top 10 in the league on being least sacked quarterbacks. This time they find Jared Willis out in the flats for a gain of 2 yards.
He was basically just spinning in circles there, Nate. There was nowhere for him to go.
Absolutely, because that Arizona defense was there to bring him down. Bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 44-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Wow. A defensive ball game going on here at Kingslayer. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music live on YouTube. Tied at 3. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
That 51.5 over is looking really, really far away.
Absolutely. With 6 total points scored and almost halftime already, this whoever bet the under in this game is really happy right now, unless something can happen here in the second half. Back to throw. Sipe looking over the right-hand side. Completed on Arizona's 49-yard line. And the completion made out there to Kingston Ellington once again. 2nd completion in as many attempts on that right-hand side.
Cornerbacks are playing kind of off the line, gave him a lot of room. Because they're trying to play to prevent the long pass, but they got that short pass in. That's feeling very manageable here.
3rd and 1 this time.
Nice.
Short completion over the middle made by Caesar Ackerman this time, the tight end. We saw a lot of completions made throughout this game by Harleman. Ackerman getting his share as well this time, completed over the middle for a nice first down.
And Jacksonville seems to be, spreading the ball out a little bit more than Arizona is. So let's see what happens.
So far in this game, Jordan Sipe having himself a game, 160 yards total, 14 and 19 completions made. Looking deep over the middle this time, but that's going to get picked off. Maybe a little bit of announcer's curse right there, as I gave him props for having a good game, and Sipe throws an interception right back to Arizona. Maurice Lloyd with the pick.
That was not nice, Nate.
It wasn't. I'm sorry. Great coverage, though, by Maurice Lloyd over the middle to get the ball right back to Arizona.
My question is, in the middle of the field, where was Eddie Gage?
Not there. I'm not sure what to tell you. As Arizona's offense gets back on the field with 59 seconds left until halftime. Looking to score here before the halftime break. Deep over the right-hand side, wide open. Number 83 all the way down, 30, 20, 1 man to beat. Breaks the tackle inside the 5, all the way down to the 4. And it's going to be first and goal as that completion was made to Connor Weston.
And Connor Weston just found himself all by himself in the middle of the field. He beat that number 26.
Yep, that was Terrence Pearson. Yep, Terrence Pearson got beat on that route. Wow.
Broken tackle there and finally brought down by Terrence Pearson again.
Yeah, so yeah, Terrence Pearson got beat on the route, but great recovery reaction by him to hustle and get the temporary touchdown saving tackle on the play, getting him down at the 4-yard line. First and goal for Arizona from the 4. Back to throw. Ashley Jackson over the right-hand side, completed down to the 2.
That play is just not working for him, Nate. Jacksonville has that play read all night long.
Will Todd with the reception. Second and goal. Back to throw is broken tackle by DJ Moses, and he'll waltz his way into the end zone for 6 points.
So I guess it didn't work on the right side. We'll try the left side and have him break a tackle for the touchdown.
And in all honesty, Jacksonville's defender right there, John Martin, had him dead to rights before he got to the end zone, but one broken tackle is all DJ Moses needed to get 6 points, and Arizona retakes the lead with 32 seconds left in the half.
Like I was saying, they had that, that play covered all night long.
Yeah. And yeah, just one broken tackle is all they needed to get that 6 points.
Like I said, DJ Moses is hard to bring down the open field.
Proving it right there as Cliff Allen gets the extra point up and through, and that'll bring the score Arizona 10, Jacksonville 3 with 32 seconds left. Let's see what Sipe and company can do now with a little bit of time left and all 3 timeouts. Allen with the ball on the tee. And the kick is away. Returned from the goal line. Right up the middle. Breaking it off to the left spin move and brought up to about the 25-yard line. And after starting their last 3 possessions from inside the 15-yard line, let's see what they can do from the 25.
Yep, they should be really excited right now.
Absolutely.
This is a great starting field position for them.
Azariah Way got them superb field position for the first time in the last 4 drives. So let's see what they can do with it here. See if they can score, get 75 yards in 27 seconds. But they're going to hand the ball off this time to Jared Willis. A couple of spin moves, get 70 yards.
They got 3 timeouts. Use them.
Yeah, they got 17 seconds left. They're not using them, though, as they hand the ball off again to Jared Willis. Another spin move and gets the ball up to the 39-yard line, and time's still ticking away, and takes a timeout, but 3 seconds left, and I'm not sure they have. Yeah, I'm not sure Sipe has the arm though to get a Hail Mary from this point in the field. Not sure what they'll do here on first down from the 39, but we'll see what they do. Like I said, I'm not sure what kind of arm Sipe has, if they'll try a Hail Mary from this part of the field, but usually teams need another 5 or 10 yards to try a Hail Mary formation, and yeah, it looks like they'll just come out in a split backfield and run it one more time.
Yay, timeout for this.
Well, they do throw it, but pressure in Sipe's face, and that is a pressure by D.D. Sachs, and that's how the whoa, they do have 1 second left, so hold your horses and hold the phone.
Let's hope we don't see the same play here again.
We will see here. Second and 10 from the 39-yard line with 1 second till half. They hand the ball off to Willis, and that's going nowhere. Lost of 2 yards on the play. And a tackle for loss made by the same individual, D.D. Sachs. I'm sorry, that was, D.D. Sachs on the play. And that'll be the end of the first half with the score Arizona up 10-3. You're watching the SFL on YouTube presented by APM Music. And quickly, before we get to the kickoff, what are your thoughts on the first half of play?
I'm surprised that we've seen so much of DJ Moses and not, very much of the receivers, but it seems to be working for Arizona right now.
We'll see if that continues. As Jacksonville does get the ball first in the second half, so we'll see what they can do with it on the first drive of the third quarter. This return is up to the 20-yard line by Azariah Way, and their offense will get the first crack at it of the second half.
If you're Jacksonville, you're only one score. It's a one-score game, so you have to be happy here at halftime.
Well, I think we need to see more of Jared Willis, though. In the first half, he's only got 50 all-purpose yards, and I think for them to succeed, he's got to have a lot more to say in the outcome of this ball game. Back to throw is Sipe, but that completion is going to get made to Joel Harleman, the tight end. That's going to go for 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, when I saw the formation, I thought you had ESP or something, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a handoff too, or maybe even a swing pass, but they decided to go tight end's way. We saw a lot of the tight end action out in the first half. They decided to go tight end again this time. See what they do here on 2nd down. 2nd and 5 from the 25. They go Willis's way this time, but Arizona was ready for it. Loss of a yard on the play to the 24, as it looks like that was Hunter Norwood and Sean Moore, the inside linebacker, combining on the tackle.
Good stop there by the defense.
So an early 3rd and 6 here in the half for Jacksonville. Sipe alone in the backfield on 3rd down. Completion made, and a first down up to the 32-yard line as Sipe finds his receiver out there, Caesar Ackerman, the tight end, to move the chains.
It reminds me of a Chris Lee cheese play. That's what we call the all slants.
There you go. As Ackerman does get the 3rd down conversion that they were looking for to move the chains and keep the drive alive on their first drive of the third quarter. Back to throw again is Sipe. Looking. Plenty of time to throw off to the left-hand side. That's completed. And a first down again. And Grayson Willis again. Why not? He's your leading receiver. Let's get him more targets.
And, credit to that O-line. They're giving him all day to throw the ball. It's like you can just look downfield, you can look back, find an open receiver and throw it to him.
And the thing about having a good offensive lineman, he's allowing his receivers to complete their routes and get separation from the defenders before he makes the throw, and that'll give your rookie quarterback all the confidence in the world to complete those passes. As he finds the receiver, Willis again on the right hand side this time. This time it's a 9.5-yard gain, set up a 2nd and inches.
Yeah, you say Willis a lot in this game. You seem to have back in the wide receiver were both number 1 targets.
Right. You got Grayson Willis and Jared Willis, and they both of them. You got one leading the way in both number of receptions and rushing yards, and the other one is leading in receiving yards. So it's the Willis show, with Sipe also throwing a lot, and Sipe's going to throw a lot again on 2nd and inches, but this time Arizona's D was ready for it. Alex Constantine with the pressure. Sipe was luckily able to get rid of it, and it's going to bring up 3rd and inches.
He's very lucky he got rid of that ball because Constantine was all over him.
So a 3rd and inches coming up for Jacksonville from the 48-yard line. They are on Arizona's side of the field, looking to keep the drive alive. 4 wide this time for Jacksonville. Look for them to throw. Play action pass. Looking over the middle, and that's going to get tipped away and incomplete. That was Sean Moore once again on the pass deflection, bring up a 4th and inches. What do you think? Do you think they go for it here on this one since it's just less than a yard to go?
I think you almost have to.
We'll see what they do here. As they were looking for Grayson Willis again, and just awesome coverage on that one by Parker Thomas over the middle on that route.
Yeah, every time I see linebacker Sean Moore, he's with a number 8. I think he's a big lineman. He looks very big on the field.
Yeah, we will see the offense stay on the field this time. We'll see if they actually snap it. They do have split backs in the backfield. They snap it. Sipe is back to throw.
Oh, no!
Picked off. This could be 6 points the other way. Back to the other way. 30. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Arizona. Parker Thomas. Parker Thomas with the pick 6 for Arizona to bring the lead out to 2 scores for the Scorpions.
That was just bad luck. He threw the ball. Parker Thomas cut the route. Too bad it wasn't Eddie Gage.
Yeah,
He's still looking for his first pick 6, but instead it was Parker Thomas.
I'll let you keep that analysis over there, because that was great analysis by you. Cliff Allen on to attempt the extra point, and up and good. And the lead is up to 17-3 now. Arizona with the lead, and what a difference one play can make for the fortunes of Arizona and the misfortunes of Jacksonville.
When the opposing team's defense is outscoring your offense, you're in trouble.
Yeah, that is for sure. And Arizona's offense hasn't even been on the field yet in the second half. That's another uh-oh moment for Jacksonville, as this kickoff return is made by Jacksonville from the goal line. As Ryan Way gets the return up to the 24-yard line. And Seif will try to forget about that pick 6 and try to lead this offense once again.
Seif needs to settle down and not, be careful where he throws the ball to.
Too wide on the field this time. Jared Willis in the backfield on first down. Seif back to throw. Looking to the right-hand side, and that's tipped away and incomplete. This time it's Iverson Gamble with the pass deflection.
Another dangerous pass by Sipes.
Kingston Ellington, was the intended receiver, but Iverson Gamble was right there on the coverage to bat that one away. Bring up a 2nd and 10. 3 wide to the bottom of the screen for Jacksonville. Look, maybe for a swing pass, maybe to the right-hand side. They will hand it off, however, to Willis. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 10, as there was nothing there. Sean Moore has been making plays all game long for this defense. And another one made right there by him, as he's got 8 tackles right now so far in this ball game.
Now we're back in guns right here, Nate.
3rd and 10 for Jacksonville. Short completion made over the middle, and that is completed, but not enough for the first down. Caesar Ackerman with the completion, but a three and out for the Kings.
That'd been a great play on first down, but not 3rd and long.
Yeah, they definitely need to. When you got a 3rd and 10, you got to look for something past the first down markers, and that was not the correct play call for sure on that one, as the punter is out to get this one away. Howard McCoy has this one away, and Arizona will have the ball for the first time on offense here in the 3rd quarter. This punt return is brought up to about the 43-yard line.
Once again, Arizona has great starting field position.
And they've had this great starting position all game long. You just wouldn't know it by looking at the score, right? Because 7 of those 17 points was on defense.
Right. See what Ashley does here on first down.
Heavy I formation in the ball for DJ Moses, but that's what we've seen out of Jacksonville's defense for most of this game, as Diesel comes in, bringing down DJ Moses for no gain.
And that's what we've seen from Arizona's offense too, DJ Moses.
Absolutely. He's been getting a lot of the workload now with 14 carries and 64 yards on the game, only averaging less than 5 yards a carry, as Ashley Jackson's back to throw. Had to turn around to come back and get that ball in the flats. Is going to lose 3 yards on that play, as young Vaught comes up from his free safety spot to get a tackle for loss.
If people learn at halftime that bad play does not work, and they keep running it.
Trying to go back to the well one too many times that time, and it did not work for Arizona's offense. 3rd and 13 upcoming for the Scorpions. play action pass by Ashley Jackson. Pressured, but gets the ball away, and that's going to get completed. And a late hit's going to get tacked on as TJ Punk gets the reception, and number 27 gets a little bit too physical. Bernard Gooden gets the 15 yards added on to him as he comes in late.
Yeah, just a little frustration there by young Bot.
Yeah, that is young Bot, excuse me, as he falls down on TJ Punk after that completion was made. TJ Punk now with 65 yards receiving on the day. So he's on 2 receptions, so he's quickly becoming a go-to person for Ashley Jackson.
I think he is Ashley Jackson's go-to person.
Absolutely, as this handoff is made to DJ Moses, trying to find some room on that right-hand side. I think if he would have bounced that a little bit further outside the towards the right-hand side, towards the sidelines, he might have had more room, but he only gets 2 yards.
That was so close. Chuck Diesel brought him down. Nice stop by him.
Yeah, Diesel's been making plays himself for this offense as he seems like he's made more tackles than just the 3, but he's been there to make the stops that he needs to on big plays. As that reception is made out there on the left-hand side by TJ Punk, his 3rd reception, and that only goes for a gain of about a yard that time, bring up 3rd down.
That time, Ashley threw the ball behind him. He did come back and get it. If not, it probably would have been a bigger play.
So that'll bring it a 3rd and 7 for Arizona. From the 12, play action. Looking over the middle, that's tipped up in the air, and probably should have been picked off by Chuck Diesel, but instead it falls to the turf and incomplete, and that's going to set up a field goal attempt for Cliff Allen.
Well, Ashley Jackson's very lucky there because he should have caught that ball. It was in his hands.
Yeah, happy to come away with 3 points instead of 0 on this drive, as that probably should have been a 0 on the board instead of a 3. As this will be about a 39-yard field goal attempt from Allen from the left hash. High snap, but it is down. The kick is up, and it is good. And Allen has given Arizona a 20-3 lead over Jacksonville. Bass was able to get that high snap down perfectly. Laces out. Allen's kick is up and good, keeping his 100% streak going.
Now, Nate, never Jacksonville. You're down 3 scores. You gotta find a way to get the ball down the field and score some points here.
Absolutely. This drive for Jacksonville, this next one coming up, is critical for their offense. Site needs to find a way to lead this offense down to get a score of any kind here halfway through the 3rd quarter now. Kick is away, and the return made inside their own end zone. Up past the 20 to about the 25-yard line, and that's where we'll see the offense get their next possession going. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for info about the league and its 2018. It's all the places you can watch live games, plus links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Download league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings on the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. Simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL. Site back to throw on 1st down, out in the flats, bobbled up in the air and incomplete. Foreman couldn't hold on to that one. Looks like they got a backup in on that one, maybe a backup fullback. Fred Foreman on that one couldn't corral that one in.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 25-yard.
Sorry, that they don't have a contracted fullback, so that was the starting fullback who couldn't hold on to that one. Handing the ball off to Jared Willis once again. Breaks out of a tackle. He's off to the races. He's down inside the 50, 40. He's on his feet still. 30, 20, inside the 10. 5. Gonna waltz his way for 6 points. He's gonna showboat too. All the way for the touchdown, Jared Willis, and they're right back into this ball game.
You know, if number 44 would have hit him before he scored that touchdown, I don't know what I would have done there.
And I love I'm not one for showboating, okay? But when Jared Willis has that much time to just showboat all the way from the 5 and actually probably about the 7 all the way down inside the end zone, that's how you know there was no defenders around him for a good 20 plus yards, because all the defense was way back, way behind the play. What a run by Jared Willis.
I mean, remember, Eric Garrison tried to dive and did a tackle, then he got up again and tried to tackle him again before he scored the touchdown, but he was just off to the races. Great run there by Willis. Ooh, the block.
The extra point is up and good by kicker Jordan Bradshaw, and this game is within 10 points now. Arizona still up 2 scores, but a quick score by Jacksonville has them right back in this ball game.
That's just what the doctor ordered, Nate. I was saying they had to score on this drive, and boy, did they score in a big way. Two plays.
That run for Jared Willis went for 75 yards, bringing his total up for the day well over 100 at 114 on 13 attempts. That is definitely what the doctor ordered, as that run back is made by Ryan Owens up to the 22-yard line, and that's where we'll see Arizona start their next offensive possession.
Jacksonville's got to get a big stop here on defense and get the ball back to their quarterback.
Yes, they do.
First and 10 from 23 yards.
Heavy I formation now for Arizona, looking to get DJ Moses involved again on offense, but this time he's only going to get a yard on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 9 as Jacksonville's defense was there to bring him down. Stuart Zomilia coming up from his strong safety position to bring him down for only a 1-yard gain.
And maybe Jacksonville has figured out the DJ Moses offense a little bit here.
We will see as the rest of this third game progresses, as they come out in a nickel package on defense and 3 wide for Arizona's offense. They hand the ball out to DJ Moses again, and Jacksonville's defense is there once again. No gain on the play as Chuck Diesel comes in to make yet another tackle.
We've been calling his name a lot tonight, Nate. They make up that run the middle pretty much sealed off right now.
Yeah, if it's not Chuck Diesel, it's one of the other middle defensive linemen, Joey Schwinn or Forrest Dalton. So they are definitely plugging up those holes. Ashley Jackson looking over the middle, but that completion is going to be made by her receiver Ryan Owens out there at the 38-yard line in a nice first down.
Great throw by Ashley Jackson here because it was well defended.
Just a half step ahead of the defense, as there was 2 or 3 defenders for Jacksonville trailing the receiver Owens on that route, and Ashley throwing that ball to where only Owens could catch it for a nice first down completion. Trips to the bottom of the screen for AJ, but the toss play made to DJ, and that's going to go for 6 yards. Up a 2nd and 4 as DJ muscles his way for those 6 yards on the play.
If he just drove those 2 defenders about 2 or 3 yards ahead. He has a little bit of power behind him too.
2nd and 4 now with 2 backs in the backfield. But AJ's going to throw out there in the flats.
Ooh.
Finds Torneo Rivera, but absolutely pays the price for making that completion, as Young Vaught was out there along with Bernard Gooden for that nasty hit for that 2-yard completion.
Yeah, Bernard Gooden just hit him to the shadow realm.
Big 3rd down coming up for Arizona's offense. Maybe even a bigger play coming up for Jacksonville's defense, try to get off the field here. Back to throw is Arizona, but out of the reach of Young Vaught and completed instead by TJ Punk, and they're going to move the chains. First down completion made by Punk.
A little bit of a dangerous pass, but it was to the receiver. He caught it inbounds. Move the chains. First down.
Yeah, Young Vaught just out of position to tip that ball away. Ashley Jackson just enough air over that one to get the ball over his his reach to get the completion made. Back to throw is Ashley Jackson again, and why not? When you got TJ Punk out there on the left-hand side with no defenders there, you got to throw it his way, right?
The same play then?
Looks like it was the same play, yeah, but this one only goes for 6. Well, yeah, probably about the same amount of yards too, but this time it's second down instead of first. No, Jacksonville's going to challenge that one. I think it's
Really
going to
challenging.
be it's going to be a futile challenge because that was definitely made inbounds here.
Oh, I'm blind. Didn't see it correctly.
Yeah, let's see what we can see on the replay. Oh,
No, he was inbounds.
Yeah, he was well inbounds on that play. See what R62 has to say on this one.
You never know with R62 though, Nate.
Yeah, it's very true. We've seen a couple of questionable calls, but Arizona is celebrating in a call stand, so Jacksonville will lose that challenge and lose a timeout in the process. Home fans don't like it, but they can boo all they want. That play is going to stand.
And if you're Jacksonville, you lost that timeout now. That could bite you in the butt at the end of the game.
Absolutely. Heavy I formation for Arizona. Back to throw. Ashley Jackson looking right hand side. DJ Moses wide open on that flat formation, and he's going to rumble his way for a first down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line for Jacksonville.
That little screen pass is finally working again. They had it locked down for a while.
Yeah, but Jacksonville's defense was nowhere to be found on that go around, as the first one to show up on the scene was John Martin, and that wasn't before he got past the first down marker. Trips to the bottom of the screen this time for Ashley Jackson. Looking over the middle, finds a completion over to Ryan Owens for a 9-yard gain, setting up a 2nd and 1.
That was a perfect route by the receiver. Get in between the linebackers and secondary. Wide open in the middle of the field. Great play, great throw by Ashley Jackson.
Jacksonville's defense got to tighten up. They cannot allow a touchdown in this scenario, as the 2nd and 1 is upcoming with a heavy I formation. Hands it off to DJ Moses. Gets the first down and to get about 3 yards on the play. And now we're inside a minute left here in the 3rd quarter.
Yep, and Arizona's knocking on the end zone door.
First and 10
First and 10 from
from 21 yards.
the 22-yard line. 2 backs to backfield and 3 wide. Jacksonville once again in the nickel. Looking deep over left-hand side. Tipped away and incomplete. Looks like they were going the direction of Connor Weston that time, but Bernard Gooden had good coverage on the play and batted the ball away for a nice pass deflection.
Yeah, Bernard Gooden just watched Ashley Jackson, watched her eyes, knew where the ball was going, got in front of the receiver, and made a great play on the ball.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 22. Ashley Jackson taking her time. Got pressure up in her face, but got the ball away. But that's going to be incomplete, as Chuck Diesel was there to break up that pass attempt by Ryan Owens in a 3rd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, that play worked earlier for him, but this time they had like 3 defenders on that, sitting right there with that receiver, and laid a big hit on him and forced to drop the ball.
3rd and 10 from the 15. 3 to the top of the screen and 1 to the bottom, with Ashley standing alone in the backfield on 3rd and 10. Looking over the middle, finds a completion down to the 8-yard line, setting up a 1st and goal. This time finds Will Todd, the tight end, inside the 10-yard line to set up that 1st and goal.
I'm not even sure how Will Todd caught that ball. I mean, he was literally in the middle of the defenders.
Chuck Diesel was there. Looked like JT Jackson was there as well, as we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Put your 4s up, 12s up, 68s and 86s up in chat. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music live on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. reminder that APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League, and DJ Moses has this run going to the 5-yard line to set up a 2nd and goal. To explore APM's library and to find the perfect soundtrack for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. And again, Jacksonville's defense has to button up here as they have the ball at the 4-yard line for the 2nd and goal play. 2nd and goal from the 4, heavy I formation, hands off to DJ Moses. And again, good defensive play by Jacksonville, not allowing DJ to get through.
Oh
Only a
no!
1 yard.
Oh no!
DJ Moses is hurt. Oh, DJ Moses is down and he's not getting up. I'm not sure how he got hurt, but let's see if we can see here. Just got landed on. Yeah, just got landed on by number 55, John Martin. Not sure if maybe it's wind knocked out of him. Let's hopefully it's nothing more serious than that, but we'll give you updates as we receive them later on here in this ball game.
I'm sure Eddie Gage is now crying on the sidelines.
Yeah, that's not good news for this offense, as he is their workload here in the 4th quarter usually. Back throw is Ashley Jackson looking deep over the right-hand side, and that's going to be batted away and complete. Bernard Gooden with good coverage in the pass deflection to set up 4th down.
I mean, your defense, it bent but didn't break, and you're still in this game. I mean, good stop by the defense, made them kick a field goal here.
Yeah, this will be only a 3-point attempt by Cliff Allen, so that still will make this game a 2-score game. 13-point difference here in the 4th quarter. So definitely still within reach for Jacksonville. They did their job on defense. Cliff Allen has this short field goal attempt of 20 yards up and through the uprights, and they extend their lead to 23-10 here in the early stages of the 4th quarter.
Jacksonville is still making score quickly. They had, that 2-play drive where they scored the touchdown. So let's see what happens here.
One thing Jacksonville cannot do, however, is have long drives that take up a lot of time off the clock.
No, that's very true.
As this kick is away by Allen and return from about the 2-yard line, Azariah away with a return up the right-hand side. And they'll start this next drive from about the 25-yard line. We'll see what they can do from there.
I think they started a drive past the 25-yard line today, actually.
Yeah, he hasn't had any past the 25-yard line as far as I'm aware. About the 25-yard line has been their average kickoff return spot, start point off of kickoff return. So we'll see what they can do on this first play from the 25 as they hand the ball off to Jared Willis. Thought it was going to be a nice ball off that left-hand side, but John Moore was right there to close it up real quick for only a 2-yard gain.
Their defense is playing tough. They're not allowing a lot of yards up the middle.
The only big run, of course, we saw from Jared Willis was that monster of a 75-yard touchdown run we saw there in the 3rd quarter to get them back within 2 scores. Back to throw is side. Throwing on the run and out there to Willis in the flats. That's only going to net a total of 2 yards on that play, as that defense was ready for that one. Reese Lloyd on the stop.
Yeah, I saw 3 Arizona defenders right there after he caught the ball. He had nowhere to go.
3rd and 6 at the 29-yard line. Cannot afford a 3-and-out in this situation. However, that pass is going to be batted away and incomplete. Iverson Gamble with a pass deflection, and that's going to be a quick 3-and-out.
The 3-and-out is better than the interception there. He's very lucky there.
Absolutely. As that is going to set up a punt attempt for Howard McCoy. Get the ball right back to Arizona's offense.
And it should give Arizona, once again, good starting field position.
However, we'll have to see how Arizona approached this next offensive series with DJ Moses on the sideline still, as far as I'm aware, as Ryan Owens brings this return up to the 41-yard line to start this next possession.
I have to say, Nate, so far this game, Arizona has definitely won the field position game.
Absolutely. Starting each drive from past the 40-yard line on most occasions.
Tom's even in Jacksonville's territory.
Right. As this handoff is made, I believe, yeah, that's going to be backup running back London Gage on the handoff, losing a yard on the play. Joey Schwint on the tackle for loss.
Now, this Arizona run game to be totally different now. That much is on the sideline.
Which could play a factor in late stages of this ball game if Arizona can't move the ball on the ground. This time it's 3 wide for Ashley Jackson on 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Ashley Jackson looking over the middle. That's going to get tipped away and incomplete. Looked like the defender flew in there to bat it away on the play and falls to the turf.
That defender was quickly moving towards that ball.
Had a Superman diving attempt and come up empty, but 3rd and 11 coming up here on this next play.
Jacksonville comes straight.
Jacksonville comes out in a dive formation and looked like she was trying to avoid the rush on that play was Ashley Jackson, but able to find Will Todd over the middle for a gain of, looked like it was a gain of about 25 at least on that play. Able to find Todd for a first down.
We've been seeing a lot from Todd tonight in big plays. Usually it's TJ Punk, but
yeah, Todd now with 70 yards on the night on 4 completions, I believe. First and 10 from the 30, now inside range. Hands the ball off again to London Gage once again, and that's going nowhere. That's going to be no gain on the play as Chuck Diesel comes in with the tackle.
We're saying Chuck Diesel's name.
Excuse me, Will Todd has 45 yards on 3 receptions. But it seems like he's had the ball a lot more than that.
I agree.
As that handoff is made to Lloyd. Ooh, DJ Moses is out for the rest of this ball game with a fractured arm. He must have landed on it awkwardly once he got fell on by John Martin on that tackle.
That's bad news for Arizona at this point.
We will see him next week, however, but that is not good news for the remainder of this ball game. As this there's 7 minutes still left in this ball game. Ashley Jackson back to throw. That's going to get picked off by Jacksonville. Terrence Pearson comes in with the interception to get the ball right back to Jacksonville's offense.
Good news is they're starting on their own 11 with this drive.
Yep, and that's something we've been accustomed to seeing from Jacksonville's offense, is starting inside their own 20-yard line.
The good news is Arizona didn't put more points on the board, so you give and you take.
Right, absolutely. Now inside 7 minutes left in this ball game. You do have the ball, you just cannot afford a mistake.
Correct. Let's see if Sipes plays it safe here.
Back to throw. Deep drop back by Stipe. Deep over right side. Wide open play. He's going to go inside of Arizona's territory all the way down the 28-yard line. Kingston Ellington with the reception. And he just beat the defender on that play, as he's going to go a total, I believe, of 50 yards on that completion.
He just ran right by Eddie Gage.
And no other defender was there to bring him down until he got to the 28-yard line. Just what a great reception on that play.
What a great route.
Back to throw.
Nice.
And that's going to be completed at the 16-yard line. Excuse me, the 15-yard line, as completion was made by Caesar Ackerman. And excuse me, that was actually a completion of 70 yards on that play. They started from the 8-yard line So that would have been 42. I could do basic math. 42 plus 22 is 70. Or 64. We'll get the stats team to get on that. As this completion is made to Jared Willis inside the 10 down to the 90-yard line. So that's 6 yards on the play out there in the flats to Jared Willis, and a 2nd and 4 coming up.
That team is it's a 64-yard catch.
There it is. Kingston Ellington with a 64-yard catch. So I had it right the 3rd time, right? So 3rd time's a charm. We'll call it 3rd time's a charm and go from there. As Jacksonville has it now on the 6-yard line. Well inside scoring range now as they hand the ball off to Jared Willis. But Arizona's defense was ready that time. J.R. Lawless in on the tackle. And J.R. Lawless coming in to make a big play as he came over from Jacksonville Kings in the offseason.
Hey, Nate, you have a calculator on your phone.
I do. I do have that. I'll use it next time. As this handoff was made to Jared Willis, it's going to go down to the 6-yard line, and they'll be a yard short of the 1st down. I think they got to go for it here with under 5 minutes to go.
They absolutely have to go for it here. But they're not.
They do. They have. Oh, come on. They have to. Okay.
They are. Okay.
They are. I was gonna say if they brought the kicker out here, I was gonna throw my phone down. I wouldn't have a calculator. But they bring Sipe out, and then gonna throw it over the middle, and they find the receiver Caesar Ackerman for 6 points. What a spectacular play to get that touchdown to bring them within 1 score.
And now we have a ball game, Nate.
We absolutely have a ball game with less than 5 minutes to go. But a great throw from Sipe to Ackerman with to the middle part of the end zone, and that's going to bring a 6 points to the board, and a game that we thought might have been out of the reach there for the better part of the last quarter plus, out of the reach for Jacksonville. Jacksonville has themselves squarely back in this ball game.
And if you were Arizona, your coverage was great. Your defense was surrounding the receiver. Just a perfect throw by Sipes for that touchdown.
As Jordan Bradshaw has this extra point up and good. And this is a 6-point ball game, 23-17. And now you've got an Arizona offense. Oh, yeah, too early for an onside kick here. However, let me remind you of this fact. DJ Moses is on the sidelines. So let's see what happens with this onside. It is bobbled. Who came up with it? Okay, Arizona did recover it. Arizona did recover it by Jay Hayden on that hands team. So they do have it on offense from the 43-yard line. But let's remind everybody at home, the offense is without DJ Moses. It is London Gage at the halfback position. So the defense for Jacksonville, if they do get a stop here on defense, they do still have a chance. So they hand the ball off to Gage, get about 3 yards, and Jacksonville makes a good play there for only a 3-yard gain. Young Bot with the tackle.
Young Bot's hitting hard tonight. Oof.
Yeah, he's been making plays for this defense. He's ups and out of 6 tackles, along with a tackle for loss, a pass deflection, and an interception he had earlier in this ball game. So having himself a night for sure. As Arizona is looking to bleed as much clock as possible. But for a Arizona team that's without DJ, and that's showing it. That's showing the woes right there. The backup running back getting tackled for a loss of 3 yards on the play as Forrest Dalton comes in with a tackle for loss. And Ashley Jackson, who, despite going 22 for 33 and over 250, has thrown 2 interceptions in this ball game with her 1 touchdown, so she hasn't had the greatest game herself. They go 5 wide this time on 3rd and 10. I think they have to throw for it on 3rd down to try to convert. She's back to throw, looking over the middle, and that's going to be picked off. Jacksonville's going to get the ball back on offense, and that is going to be picked off by Stuart Somelia, and their offense has a chance here to get this lead back in late stages of this ball game, Rochelle.
Oh my gosh, Nate, that was just a bad decision by Ashley Jackson. There was defenders all around that receiver. There was no chance he was catching that.
Ashley Jackson with the third interception in this ball game. Picked off for the third time tonight. Drifts to the bottom of the screen now, possibly setting up Jacksonville to take the lead. Starting off this drive with a little over 3 minutes to go in this ball game. Finding a completion over on the left side. Azariah Way, the rookie, getting a first down to start off this drive. Getting the ball up to the 40-yard line, and they're moving the chains already.
And he stopped the clock, Nate.
I think they got plenty of time. I think they know who's on the other sideline.
I mean, he got out of bounds. He stopped the clock. That was a great run.
Oh, okay. I thought you said they need to stop the clock. I misunderstood you. I was like, they don't need to stop the clock.
No.
Yeah, completion made over the middle this time to Grayson Willis. It's been a while since we've heard from Grayson Willis, but he makes the completion good for 4 yards.
In best case scenario, you have to pick your time, use the clock, score your touchdown. Ooh, not good.
Yeah, he got pressured right up in his face by David Tilley, the defensive tackle. That's going to bring up the 3rd and 6. But that's not the worst thing in the world either, because that stops the clock as well.
You know, this is kind of like deja vu for Jackson from last week. Last week she had 3 interceptions. This game she has got 3 interceptions.
Yeah, but Jordan Sykes has been doing better this game because he threw 4 interceptions last week. He's only thrown 2 so far this week. As he's back to throw on 3rd down, left side, completed. Grayson Willis down to the 32-yard line as Sight finds his favorite receiver for a big gain to the left-hand side.
Everett Garrison had a chance there to catch that ball, but, you know, receiver just pulled it away from him. Nice grab.
And letting the clock tick. I like this move by Jacksonville to let it tick a little bit to keep AJ on the sidelines.
Definitely. I would run them down to like 3 seconds. You know, kick back for the touchdown, extra point.
Right. And throwing this pass out in the flats to Jared Willis. Good for 8 yards, setting up a 2nd and 2. Now inside the 25 to the 24. And we're approaching a 2-minute warning. Let's see if they snap it here and let it run down. I would let it run down, but we'll see. They do let it run down. All right, you're watching the SFL presented by APM Music live on YouTube. Jacksonville's down 23-17, but they're driving and they're in position to try to take the lead if they can continue to do so. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We welcome you back with Jacksonville at a 2nd and 2 situation from the 24-yard line. Sight back to throw. Deep drop back. He's pressured. He gets rid of it, and it's going to be incomplete. Alex Constantine in with the pressure. Luckily, it falls to the turf and incomplete to stop the clock to bring up a 3rd and 2.
He's barely going to get that pass off. Make it 3rd manageable, not 3rd long.
Yeah, he saves the yard and he saves the clock. Good. You know, Sipe out here is playing, instead of like a rookie, he's playing like a veteran, like he's done this for multiple seasons instead of only 1 season. Controlling the clock and controlling the game. Completed to Grayson Willis on that right-hand side, down to the 13-yard line. Another first down as the clock ticks below 1:45 left in the game.
Jacksonville's offense is just firing all cylinders right now. Perfect timing for them, too.
Sipe now approaching 300 yards at 292. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Hands the ball off to Jared Willis. Breaks the tackle. Inside the 5. Tries to spin move. They're not going to get him the touchdown, but they're down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from the 120 and counting.
Wow, Willis just made some spin moves, broke through some defenders, and now we'll probably see Willis 4 times here.
And I liked, he probably didn't need that spin move, but I like that he tried the spin move because it takes some more time off the clock.
There we go.
But he takes the touchdown run of 1 yard right at the middle, and they're going to take a possibly a 1-point lead pending this next extra point, as they had a great drive all the way down the field to get this touchdown.
And that O-line just opened up him a hole. He just walked right through without even being touched there, Nate.
capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Jared Willis after he's just had an absolutely fantastic day. 2 scores total, 130 yards on 18 attempts, 7.2 yards per carry. Of course, his first one was of the 75-yard variety in the third quarter. Just what a game by him. As this extra point is up, and the important extra point by Jordan Bradshaw is good to give them the 1 point lead that they need to have the lead with 1:02 left in the game. But you got AJ on the sidelines, and you know what AJ can do in a short amount of time.
This from the stats team. The backup running back has 5 attempts for -1 yard in the game. So let's get away from the running back here.
Absolutely, it's got to be all AJ, all drive long this go around to try to get the. And look, they only need 3 points to try to win this game on this drive in the final seconds. So they only need to get the ball in field goal range for Cliff Allen, and actually just need to get the ball to our receivers, right? Ryan Owens has had himself a good game. TJ Punk, Connor Weston, they've all had really good games this game. They just need to find that. Will Todd even, she needs to find her favorite receivers to move the ball down the field. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Back to throw. Find it on the flats. They need to get out of bounds, but they don't. They need to take timeouts, but they don't. Clock's still running, 45 seconds and counting. They need to get. Oh boy, that was a backup running back too on the flats. Play action. Ashley Jackson, short throw over the middle, and that's gonna be completed. They do finally take a timeout, but they only have it up to the 31-yard line to find Ryan Owens.
So basically, they wasted like almost a half a minute and basically got 10 yards. I don't understand what's happening here.
I'm sorry, that was backup wide receiver Roscoe Justice on the reception.
When you got 1 minute left, put your playmakers in.
Absolutely. You got 4 wide though. 36 seconds left and 4 wide. Dime formation in for Jacksonville. Back to throw. Ashley Jackson. Pressure in her face, but she gets it off, and that's going to get incomplete. As she was looking that time for Connor Weston, but it falls incomplete. But you gotta attest that to the pressure she had in her face by that front 3 for Jacksonville.
He also had the all slants play, which is either money or it fails, and that time it failed.
2nd and 10 from the 31.
But still only get 10-yard pass though. They gotta get further down the field.
They do have 2 timeouts, however, so they can play a little bit with the middle of the field. Ashley Jackson to throw. Falling backwards with the completion is Connor Weston to set up a 3rd and 4, and he falls out of bounds. So that will save their timeouts, but they have to convert this 3rd down.
And then you still have a lot of yardage to go before you're in field goal range. They got to do a little bit longer pass here, I think.
Yeah, the last boy, we'll agree to disagree because that last play only took 4 seconds off the clock. So I think their playbook is wide open. Play action pass. Ashley Jackson over the middle, tipped away and incomplete. That is going to be tipped away this time by John Martin, the linebacker, but they've got a big 4th and 4 coming up. Probably, I would say this is probably 4th and ball game coming up for Arizona.
I agree with you there, Dave.
It's
do or die here.
Yeah, one thing we both can agree on in this situation, this is 4th and ball game. 5 wide for Ashley Jackson as Jacksonville comes out in the defense of dime package. Back to throw. Ashley Jackson looks over. Where are they going? They're not going to get the 1st down. They looked the way of Jay Hayden, who was way behind the 1st down marker. And that's not going to make the 1st down as the ball goes back to Jacksonville's offense. And pending some sort of miracle by Arizona, Jacksonville is going to come away with the upset victory.
Jacksonville will get their 2nd win. They're playing, spoiler, big time here with Arizona.
So pending the outcome of the Las Vegas versus Houston game on Sunday, Las Vegas will have an opportunity to tie Arizona out there in the West, as Arizona will fall to 6 and 4. and Las Vegas will have the opportunity with a win to go up to 6-4. And as you stated,
spoiler.
sorry, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Big time spoiler.
Absolutely, as the spoilers will go up to 2-8 on the season. Another knee taken by Sipe at quarterback, and Arizona will call their last time out, and he'll only need to take one more. A reminder that this weekend, Next Level Sports is coverage of the Simulation Football League with Minnesota Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, where the Legend, coming off their shocking win over Baltimore, will welcome the DC Dragons. Two teams battling for division titles. Sunday at 8:45 p.m. Eastern, Florida tries to keep its slim lead in the East Division at rival Denver, plus live look-ins on the unbeaten London Kings and the high-flying San Diego Mavericks in desperation mode. For a channel guide and more info about NXT, visit NLSE.com.
I guess we'll see Ashley Jackson and Eddie Gage do their 30 push-ups live again on YouTube.
As that last knee is taken by Jacksonville, and the Kings come away with a 1-point victory, 24-23 over the Arizona Scorpions. And we talked about it. Kings will play spoilers in this one, come away with the most unlikely of victories over a strong Arizona team, an Arizona team who is looking to take a lead playoff run out in the West Division. But credit to this Jacksonville Kings team, who was down at halftime, for coming in the second half and just coming out really strong. Jared Willis came out really strong in the second half. Total in the game for yardage, 130 yards. Jordan Sipe, almost 300 yards in the game at 292, almost 300. Just a great game from their offense.
And that, I think it came down to interceptions, and when you lost DJ Moses, it really affected Arizona's offense and their ability to move the ball.
And who would have known what could have happened if DJ Moses wouldn't have gotten hurt, and if he would have been able to stay in the ball game. Just an unfortunate series of events, and that unfortunate injury by DJ Moses that he went down early in the fourth quarter. And they were really never the same on offense after that, because once backup halfback London Gage came in, they just weren't the same team. Their backup couldn't really get anything going on the ground, and it was all, that was all she wrote on the ground game from that point forward. But Arizona will look to regroup and reload and get ready for the next week of action. Jacksonville will take time to celebrate this win and get ready for their next week of action as well. We'd like to thank you as we take a look at a couple of more highlights. And the player of the game in this one is Jared Willis, and why not when he got 21 attempts and 141 yards total with 2 touchdowns and also 17 receiving yards. He's definitely deserving of that.
And he also had Chuck Diesel with his 13 tackles. You had to consider him too.
Absolutely. A big game from the defense as well. For Rochelle Colston on analysis, is for Stephen Hacker, Declan O'Rourke, and Gene Benazzi in the stats truck. For Cameron Irvine back in the production truck. For everybody back at SFL, we thank you for watching Week 12 coverage, and we invite you to continue watching Week 12 coverage all weekend long. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night, everybody.